Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast where we live in a world where WrestleMania will have no fans and Tiger King is taking over the world. It's Lost the Midcard. Here we are. Go home show for WrestleMania. Excitement is at an all-time high for WrestleMania this year. No, not really. But we will talk about it. We will talk about all the news that is leading up to it, all the people that have dropped out of WrestleMania, and everything in between. We will continue our quest for the best wrestler in professional wrestling today. We are on the round of 32. We will then pare that down to 16 tonight. And, of course, we will give you our WrestleMania predictions. 16 matches on the card. We will run those down, and hopefully those are in the can, and we can actually predict them. We'll see. But first, thank you to SpiderDuck.net for being our host, enabling us to be on iTunes, Spotify, any of your favorite podcasting apps. All you got to do is hit search for Lost in the Midcard, hit that subscribe button. That way you know every time a new episode comes your way, typically every Wednesday. And we also are available on YouTube, and the links to everything there are on our Facebook page, facebook.com/LostTheMidcard, or go to the Twitter at LITMC Podcast. Go to our pinned posts and tweets there, and you'll be able to find all the links in that. We're also on that Instagram as well, LITMC_podcast. Give us a follow there. I'm your host, Jeremy Bennett. You can find me on the Twitter at JBHuskers. As always, my co-host, he is on the Twitter at RawFShowtime. It is Mr. Matt Black. Matt, how you doing?
Surviving, my friend. I think that's all we can do right now. How about yourself?
Yeah, doing good. Still working. Gonna be putting in a 12-hour day here later this week when I get out of training. But, hey, overtime's good pay, and I'm working, so, hey, can't complain, right? Also, as always, he's on the Twitter at NoOneLikeD, Mr. Darryl Bullock. Darryl, how you doing?
I'm good. I survived the Tiger King.
Tiger King was great. I loved it.
That damn Carol Baskin.
No, that bitch Carol Baskin. Get it right, Darryl. Come on. Matt, have you seen
Sorry.
Tiger King yet?
I have no desire to watch Tiger King.
Oh man, it is good.
No, I didn't watch it. I don't think I don't think I was high enough to watch it. I was high, but I was not high enough to even watch it anymore.
I came into it thinking it was some kind of weird ass sitcom, not knowing it was an actual crime drama.
Yeah, it just doesn't sound like anything that's interesting to me.
It was good. I liked it. Of course,
it's entertaining. It's pure entertainment. I will say that. I didn't get half of it, but yeah, it's entertainment.
Yeah, it is something. And of course, the memes are taking over the world. You can't trip without running into a Tiger King meme right now.
My man had music videos.
He also Milli Vanilli'd those music videos.
What's funny is you guys know I'm pretty cool with the Blue Meanie. The Blue Meanie told me yesterday that the guy actually ran wrestling shows out of the zoo.
Yeah.
I've heard about that.
Tim Storm, Eric from the Viking Raiders. There's a few people that they did like 3 or 4 shows out of there, and our buddy Mark Joey sent me a picture of Tim Storm posing with Joe Exotic. So,
my God, you want to get a blonde mullet, Matt?
No.
Okay.
That bitch Carol Baskin.
That bitch Carol Baskin. God damn it.
Oh, Willie Mack is not happy with your dollar store Matt Taven, or as Darryl said before we went on the air. What was that? What'd you call him there, Darryl?
Salvation Army Matt Taven.
Yeah, he had to be
They
donated.
Need not disrespect Mr. Taven, damn it.
Yeah, he need to be donated. So is Callahan a babyface now with this gimmick or what? I haven't paid much attention.
I highly doubt it.
And I noticed
Probably.
Josh Douche Matthews pulled some strings, got his wife on commentary this week.
Yippee!
Yeah. We're gonna cover a few of the major headlines, mostly WrestleMania, but a big one, and then we'll bounce to the television, and then bounce back to the some of the regular headlines for the week. The big news out of AEW came via a press release that we at Lost the Midcard got specifically last night. It was huge news when we opened it. We immediately went into our group chat on Twitter and marked out because it was something we've been waiting for a very, very long time. The announcement of a secondary title within AEW. If you've watched AEW Dark, by the time you listen to this podcast, half the bracket was released during AEW Dark, and the other half of the bracket will be released during this week's edition of Dynamite, an 8-man tournament to determine the first ever TNT Championship, and the finals of the TNT Championship will take place at Double or Nothing, which is still scheduled for May 23rd in Las Vegas. Uh, Guys, this is huge news. News we've been asking for. Shit, we probably talked about it last week even. This is some tremendous news. I like the name of the championship because it's basically like a television title, isn't it, guys?
Pretty much. I'm happy for it. It gives more stars opportunities to show their name, show what they can do.
Yeah, TNT, obviously the network that Dynamite is on, and of course the TNT Twitter account then threw some shade at TBS, going, I bet you wish you had a title, didn't you? You know.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. Old network bashing between the two Turner networks. Matt, what are your thoughts on the TNT Championship overall and the name as well?
I think the name's unique. I think they felt the television title concept has been overdone in professional wrestling over the years, and it probably has been. So I like the idea that they're branding it the TNT Championship. TNT is a vital part of AEW. I believe like AEW would not exist without Turner TNT and the deal that and they've had to bring us this show every week. I think it's great, and I wouldn't even be surprised if TNT helped foot the cost of the bill for the creation of the championship.
Yeah,
You know,
we have not seen the belt yet. I would assume we will tomorrow on Dynamite.
I don't know if we're gonna see it yet, but I mean, if you watched the Road to Dynamite this week, um, if you're reading the whiteboard behind Tony when he announced the tournament, it said TNT title, and in parentheses it said red strap with a question mark. So I guess that's our first clue as to what the title will look like.
Of course, TNT also a take on Dynamite, the show, the namesake of the major show for
Yep.
AEW. AEW Dark announced the one half of the bracket, and we're gonna get two good matches on that half of the bracket. Cody will take on Sean Spears. Darby Allin takes on Sammy Guevara. We are in the middle of Midcard Madness, where we will play out the second round tonight. But I would assume we see Kobe and Darby. I bet we get Darby overcoming the Broadway and beating Cody in the second round. Don't you
Look,
think?
there's a couple ways they could go here, and it's really going to heavily depend on what the other half of the tournament looks like, which I guess we won't know until Dynamite airs on Wednesday.
Yeah.
If Lance Archer's on the other side of the bracket, I
True.
guarantee you the finals are Lance Archer and Cody.
Yeah.
Factuals.
I don't want that to be the direction they go. I would prefer Lance Archer to cost
Cody.
Cody his first round match against Sean Spears, because Spears could desperately use that win, and then Darby could beat Spears, and Darby could win the championship in the finals against whoever's from the other side of the bracket. But I'm warning y'all right now, if we see the other half of that bracket tomorrow night and Lance Archer's on the other side, we already know the finals before it even begins.
Maybe. I mean, AEW doesn't always do the obvious, though. This isn't, if WWE did it, then we would have obviously had it, but yeah, we'll know the other half here pretty soon. Yeah, the names that came to mind immediately for winning this title, being the first winner, I immediately thought of Darby Allin. Immediately thought of Shawn Spears. I think they should ditch this tag, looking for a tag partner. Shawn doesn't need a tag partner. Just have him be a singles competitor with Tully Blanchard. Easily can create feuds with now the secondary belt. Jungle Boy comes to mind. Obviously, he had a big match with Chris Jericho a few weeks back. Um, Joey Janela comes to mind. Obviously, Sammy Guevara comes to mind. Sammy has really made a name for himself the year that he's been in AEW. So, very exciting news. We didn't know if we were going to get a trios belt before the secondary belt because of all these trios they'd been putting together. But thankfully, we learned that the secondary and AEW.
I mean, honestly, they could have easily done this as a 16-man tournament.
Yeah.
Like, they've got the talent to do it. Brody Lee could have been in this, Christopher Daniels, Colt Cabana, Kip Sabian, Pac, Orange Cassidy. I mean, I could go on and on.
Yeah.
About all the people that could have been in this tournament, and we're only getting 8. So it's gonna be interesting to see how the other half of the bracket fills out. But this title is more than welcome, and it's definitely something that the fans have been wanting. And now that we're getting this, I think the main thing we're waiting for now is we want that video game announcement, guys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I need my AEW video game.
Yeah.
That won't suck like 2K20.
I mean, yeah, I didn't even think about getting 2K20 because I'm so bored with that franchise, and yeah, we desperately.
It's so bad.
We desperately need an AEW.
The story mode was really good.
Yeah, I kind of saw that on
everything beyond the story mode, like the game just felt dated and broken. Like it literally felt like a step backwards from 2K19.
And then I watched Danker's video on the Southpaw Regional Wrestling, and that story mode was shit.
Yeah, I haven't played any of the DLC stories, and I bought the game with the season pass. I haven't played any of them. But the main story that was included with the game, the My Career story,
yeah,
I thought was really well done. I thought it was really good, really entertaining. It's honestly the type of story mode I've wanted out of a WWE game for like the last decade. It just sucks that the rest of the game was so shit.
Oh my god, a buddy of mine just sent me a tweet. This is completely kind of off topic. It's 2K. It's
off topic, son of a bitch.
It's 2K. It's 2K, so it's kind of a good segue. Ronnie 2K forgets he's on live stream and calls Boogie Cousins a dick. Oops.
Oh, good job, buddy.
Yeah.
It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
That was worse. Boogie might actually show up and beat his ass.
Dude, look in today's climate, I would rather someone call me a dick than someone get racial with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like what's
Hold up,
Darryl? If I call you a dick, I don't think you're gonna take much of offense to it.
Because he is one.
You probably say
that's a compliment to me.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. So if someone calls you a dick, like even though you didn't realize they were being recorded, I still think you have a better chance of skating through something like that than if you're being a true dickhead and like going a racial slur on somebody. So
some people deserve to get their ass whooped. So if they actually called me a racial slur or something like that, I would be happy to beat their ass.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. See, that's why I'm saying that would be worst. Like I really think Ronnie calling someone a dick is going to be news for maybe a couple hours, and everybody will forget about it tomorrow.
I think it's just the fact that he's a community manager for that game, and it's just not a good look.
He's probably had interactions with him, and he's probably speaking from actual experience.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like I'm sure Ronnie has actually interacted with the majority of the NBA roster due to his job. So, and if he said that it's probably for a good reason. I've met Ronnie before. I've hung out with him
That's
before.
famous.
I'm not famous, but look,
I'll make you famous.
Ronnie's not that bad of a dude. I know he gets a lot of flack online from the NBA 2K community, but my personal experiences with him were nothing but pleasant. I thought he was a cool enough dude. Not really huge into the wrestling fandom. But he's still good company man. 2K helping out where he could. So, but hey, the guy who's in charge of the WWE 2K series isn't a wrestling fan either. So it doesn't matter.
Hey-o.
He's just here so he doesn't get fined.
Yeah.
Fucking Mark Little.
A few
You
WrestleMania.
said fuck who?
I said fucking Mark Little. Talk about a dick.
Oh, okay. I thought you said fuck Joe Koff. My bad.
I was just
You just hear that in your sleep.
Darryl just
Next
wanted
time
to,
I'm over at your house, I'm going to ask your wife if you say fuck Joe Koff in your sleep.
Oh no, she'll tell you. I say a lot of things in my sleep.
Say it. It's probably one of them is fuck Joe Koff.
Probably is.
You probably roll over your sleep like fuck Joe Koff.
Yeah.
And she's just like, what? What the fuck you talking about?
Yeah.
The moment's already passed in the match, but I was like, what about a plunger to the face is so vicious in a hardcore match? Unless that plunger was used, unless Dreamer took a dump in the toilet and used it beforehand, but which would be bad because Sami Callihan was putting the plunger in Dreamer's face. But I digress. Ryan Satin, a Pro Wrestling Sheet, reported that Roman Reigns is pulled out of WrestleMania, who is scheduled to have a Universal title match against Bill Goldberg. Of course, obviously, concerns over the coronavirus pandemic that is sweeping the world right now. All I got to say about that is I don't blame Roman Reigns one fucking bit. So,
No, dude made the right call.
yeah.
Bottom line.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, WWE management completely accommodating to the situation. Multiple sources, according to Mike Johnson of PW Insider, have stated that Miz did not work WrestleMania, yet they advertised him all the way up to last night's Raw. And this news broke.
Well, they're still out, dude. They're still advertising Roman too.
Yeah, and this news broke on March 27th, so
Yeah, they advertised Roman last night.
last Thursday.
Yeah, they're advertising a confrontation between Goldberg and Roman this Friday night.
And it's
So
live.
I'm sure that's what's going to happen to write him out of the match. I'm sure Braun's going to show up and not be finished with Roman or some shit. I don't fucking know.
Yeah. And Roman a couple of days ago took to Instagram to confirm that he was not. So, yeah, I don't know. So I don't know how they're going
like the fact that Roman's out there saying it already, people just like. There's no freaking reason that WWE should still be like kayfabing this. It's just dumb.
Yeah, and I don't know what they're gonna do with Miz now. With Morrison, I don't know. I mean,
I'm hearing it is a triple threat ladder match
who's
between Morrison, one Uso, and one member of the New Day.
Oh,
that's what I'm hearing.
Ooh.
So I'm assuming it's Kofi, and who knows what Uso it is.
That'll be good.
But that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing they're going to turn it into a triple threat match with all just a singles match.
As Matt stated, Bill Goldberg taking on Braun Strowman at WrestleMania 3. Does that mean Goldberg wasn't going to be sticking around? Is Braun finally going to be world? Well, we'll hold on to that thought. I guess we'll tease it for the end of the show. Is Braun Strowman finally going to be world champion because Roman pulled out of Mania?
I hope not.
We'll hold
I
up.
hope not.
Pump the brakes.
After that bullshit he pulled on social media, I don't want to see him hold a championship ever again.
Yeah. Andrade also out of WrestleMania. This is due to injury, though. And he is being replaced with Austin Theory. Austin Theory's gotten quite the shine lately. A lot of NXT
Rockets.
A lot of good. He hasn't won on NXT though, so I wouldn't say a rocket quite yet.
He's won.
He's one. He beat Shane Strickland.
Yeah, he's won a few, but he's lost probably more than he's won. But he's been featured on Raw now, and hey, that's pretty good. Him and Angel Garza taking on the Street Profits for the Raw Tag Team Championships. We'll get to the rest of the headlines here in a little bit, but next up, AEW Dynamite Live from Daly's Place.
For the last time.
Yeah, what we don't. It's an undisclosed location. Matt, you were thinking Hardy Compound this week?
No, I don't think the Hardy compound
Nah,
because
it's
of
not.
the
North Carolina's on
because
lockdown.
of what's go. Yeah, so yeah, I'm not sure where they're gonna be. They're keeping it wherever they're going. They're keeping it quiet, but it ain't a Daly's place because they're setting up a freaking quarantine thing close by the venue for people to go get checked on to see if they have the virus or not.
Yeah.
So
As,
they're surely not going to be there.
no.
But wherever they are, they're not saying. So it will be very interesting to see tomorrow where they ended up.
Lincoln, Nebraska.
Shit. Tony Schiavone on commentary with Cody and Kenny Omega. No Jim Ross or Excalibur as they're limiting travel to people there.
Yeah, they had trouble. They had trouble getting people in from New York and California for that show last week. I don't know if that's going to be any different this week or not. So
Is California on lockdown?
yeah,
California's one of the worst states.
California and New York are two of the worst right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew New York was. I didn't know California was.
Cody leaves the commentary table to wrestle right away against Jimmy Havoc, who they noted is 3-0 in 2020. All those matches have been on Dark, though, I think.
Yeah.
But Cody, Jimmy Havoc there, a decent little 10-minute match with those guys at the end of the match. And they didn't have anybody at ringside like they did last week. They had some people in a suite, which I kind of wish they still had the people ringside, just have them a few feet apart, you know. The suite, I mean,
I think they probably got told not to.
probably.
I'm sure that was not their choice.
Sam Callahan just took a nail gun to the dick, or staple gun to the dick, or nail gun to the dick, one of the two. That looks like a staple gun though, not a nail gun.
I don't understand why this type of wrestling is still going on in the year 2020. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't know. Then after the match, Jake Roberts with a pre-tape video, cutting a promo, and as we had just mentioned, probably leading towards Lance Archer screwing Cody in the tournament for the TNT Championship.
That's what I'm hoping, but we'll see like I said, we'll see what the top of that bracket looks like on Wednesday. Because I'm telling you, if Archer's in the top of that bracket, it's going to be Cody and Archer for that TNT Championship at Double or Nothing, and I'd rather it just be Cody and Archer at Double or Nothing without a title on the line.
I hate when they book that. I hate when they book obvious that way in a tournament setting. That's it. So hopefully they don't do it.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that I will breathe a giant sigh of relief tomorrow if Lance Archer isn't in that bracket. And honestly, dude hasn't had a fucking match in AEW yet. He shouldn't be in the bracket.
I highly expect him not to be in that bracket, and he's gonna screw
I hope
Cody.
he's not, and I hope he costs Cody the match against Spears. I think that would be great.
Darby Allin took on Kip Sabian. Decent little 10-minute match there as well. Darby winning with the Last Supper leg submission instead of the coffin drop. That's okay. Darby doesn't need to do the coffin drop every week. Jake Hager killed a jobber, so he's now 5-0 in his AEW career. John Moxley.
I really don't want to see him and Moxley for the title. I really hope that's not where they're going for.
Yeah, I don't know. John Moxley comes out to the ring and gives Hager the paradigm shift, and Hager put on the ankle lock. Moxley got out of that, and that was it. Little tease. Oh boy. Next up, Brody Lee in a suit, eating some steak with Reynolds and Silver.
I want some steak.
And
shut up, pal.
Silver tried to
Fucking hated this segment.
Yeah, and Vince didn't like this segment at all. We also that word came out on that later on. Silver tried to eat steak before Brody was done, and Brody yelled at him and told him to leave. You don't eat before he's done with his steak. And then Reynolds sneezed, and Brody Lee yelled at him and kicked him out of the room. Of course, that is the dig on Vince McMahon, because we all know Vince McMahon hates when people sneeze. And
All three things were digs on Vince.
yeah, the eating before.
Vince likes to eat. Vince likes to eat first. Vince likes the rare steak, and Vince hates people sneezing. They were all digs on Vince.
Yep.
The entire segment was just shit on Vince McMahon, which was, to me, was funny as hell. But
I loved it. Yeah, word came out that there were people in the WWE that weren't happy with this. I wonder who.
boo freaking who?
Yeah.
That's what I.
Holy cow! There's a lot of people in the ring all of a sudden. After that, we got Brody Lee taking on QT Marshall. That didn't last long.
I glanced and I thought the guy in the red jacket was Enzo Amore.
Oh,
he's a certified G.
How you doing?
I glanced over. I'm like, what the fuck's Enzo doing?
Oh my god,
Wow.
he is dressed just like the jeans, the hair. Yeah, it's the OVE, but.
Yeah, I know. Once I got a good look, but I glanced over when you said there were a bunch of
Oh wow!
people.
I just
I was
saw
just
it.
like, I was like, what the fuck's Enzo doing?
How you doing? How you doing?
Oh man.
SAWFT soap. Oh man, that's some good shit, pal. They showed Vanguard 1 spying on Nick Jackson. Now, what are they gonna do with this now? Nick will probably be back by the time they do Blood and Guts. Is he just gonna step aside and?
I think they're just gonna let him off until Blood and Guts happens.
Yeah.
I mean, let him enjoy the time with his kid.
Yep.
I mean, he ain't got, he's not really desperately needed right now.
Congrats to Nick Jackson and his family on the birth of their son. Posted him on Instagram the other day.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, Michael Jackson.
You son of a bitch.
Seriously, what are they doing with Rosemary right now? She's like hanging out at the bar now, and she's is she a lush now? Had her at the wine party, now she's trying to pick up guys at the bar. I don't know what the hell is going on here. She's probably counting down the days till her contract's over.
Contract is over.
Oh, is it? Rosemary's is?
Oh, no, you're right. I was thinking of Sue Young. They're both face painted. Then it's easy to get them confused.
Yeah.
They made their gimmicks way too freaking similar.
Kenny Omega versus Sammy Guevara for the AAA Omega Championship. Very good match. This baby went 25 minutes with Kenny Omega getting the win. Then we got the great ending to AEW Dynamite. How great was that confrontation with Chris Jericho and Matt Hardy?
I fucking loved it.
I thought it was wonderful.
Wonderful, yes. Yeah, that.
And if you hated it, take the stick out of your ass.
Yeah.
Take it out. Matter of fact, just keep it there.
Hell, I loved.
I don't think Cornette will ever remove the stick from his ass.
No. He's like, is he not pro broken Matt Hardy?
Yes. He's not pro anything.
Yeah, that's true. I loved the beginning when Jericho cut a promo with Vanguard 1.
Oh my god, I fucking loved it.
That was hilarious.
The promo between Vanguard and Jericho, I died. It was so fucking funny.
Jericho called a drone a piece of shit. He was trying to get Vanguard 1 to join the Inner Circle, which is fucking hilarious. Matt Hardy appeared in the stands, and then they did a little camera trickery where he teleported all the way to the ring, that was pretty cool. And they had a stare down and a hell of a promo between the two. Jericho said they weren't even mic'd.
No, they weren't. Nobody there.
Yeah. So.
It was just it was the cameras picking up the audio.
Yep. Jericho, Matt Hardy yelling, "Delete!" Jericho yelling, "Elite!" Classic. And then Inner Circle then attacked Matt Hardy before being saved by Kenny Omega and Cody. And that ended the show. Look at this, another pretty good show. I mean, it wasn't as good as last week, but it was still still much better than what WWE's given us, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Yeah, not really hard at this point.
Pretty much.
WWE's really given us the least amount of effort, and their ratings are showing for it because they're going down every episode right now. When more people are at home to be watching their product, less people are tuning in. So that should tell you all you need to know about.
Years ago.
Exactly. People are sick of that shit.
Yeah, I don't know why.
This might be one of the least tuned into WrestleManias of all time.
Oh yeah.
I
mean, WWE's so desperate. They're putting WrestleMania on Fight TV. Because they.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Great.
I hear the Fox Sports app is going to be selling it as well.
Yeah, they're trying to get it out.
I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, they're trying to get it out to everybody, not realizing, hey, if you sign up for the WWE Network, if you get your first month for free, it's like. But yet now all these new avenues are making you spend $60 to see this. Okay. Vince thinking people are stupid, I guess. Well, some people are, but
they are.
We did have NXT was pretty good last week, though, don't you think? Compared to Raw and SmackDown, comparatively.
Yeah.
We got Austin Theory and Tyler Breeze. Breeze getting the win there. We got Killian Dane in a squash. Cameron Grimes, Tony Nese, decent. Io Shirai making her return. That was a kind of a
nice surprise.
Yeah, nice surprise there. As it was supposed to be Xia Li and Aaliyah, but Xia Li got attacked backstage. Keith Lee cutting a promo. Pretty good. I thought that was a pretty good segment with Dijakovic and Priest setting up their triple threat match. Adam Cole, Bebe, cutting a poolside promo. We got Lorcan and Birch took on Shane Thorne and Brandon Vink. Another qualifying match for the ladder match for the women. Candice LeRae beat Caden Carter. Matt Riddle took on Roddy Strong. Pretty good match there. And then we ended it with Triple H, Johnny Gargano, and Tommaso Ciampa. I thought that was a good end. I thought it was a real good end. I thought that segment was pretty good. They're going to fight Triple H is going to find an empty building for them to fight in. And then at the end, they were interrupted, weren't they, guys?
Mm-hmm.
A little apocalyptic video with Killer Cross interrupting Ciampa and Gargano. Very interesting end to NXT. SmackDown and Raw again. Not much to really not much here, because as we just mentioned, WWE really not giving much of an effort here, so to speak. We kick things off with Bayley and Sasha Banks, and then the other three women who were in the 5-way elimination match joined in. I mean, Nakamura and Gulak. I mean, you got all this. You're filling all this crap time. You only give Nakamura and Gulak 4 minutes. Again, just
That's why I have so many issues with what they're putting out right now.
Yeah, you're more worried about you're more worried about promos and replaying matches, old matches.
Look. Don't get me wrong. I thought the promos on Raw Monday were fantastic.
Yeah, they were, especially Undertaker.
But
and Edge's.
I thought Edge's was the best. But I didn't need to see the WrestleMania triple threat again. And I know they aired another match in the third hour, and I fucking don't even remember which one it was because I wasn't paying attention. But what was the other match they aired?
I fast forwarded it. As soon as I saw it was a match that, as soon as I saw it was a match replay, I fast forwarded it. So.
Darryl, do you remember what the other match was?
Hell no.
See, yeah, who fucking cares? And people were just realizing.
It was Brock and Ray from Survivor Series last year.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah.
So no one fucking cares.
Yeah.
You can't be doing this, especially when WWE's competition is not pulling this stuff right now.
No. And then I was sitting there watching the beginning of Raw, and Becky Lynch goes, "Check out this clip." I thought it was gonna be a fucking clip, and I'm sitting there, wait, okay, Joan Jett's playing for an awfully long. Oh, they're replaying this match. Okay, fast forward. Because I sure as shit ain't watching Raw and SmackDown live until they get live crowds again because of all the filler shit they put in. But yet I'm watching Dynamite live because they're giving us a show and giving us they gave us a great show last week. This week, the last week's wasn't too bad. It was still good though. It wasn't as great as the first empty arena match. It'd be interesting to see what it looks like though. What is this?
For Mania?
What is this? Beer Money Light? Is this James Storm Light here?
I don't care. Sue Young's so damn pretty without makeup on. I just want to point that out.
Yeah.
She is.
So damn pretty.
Elias played a song on that little interview perch, whatever you want to call it, and then they filmed...
I think Peter Avalon should sue Joey Ryan, by the way.
Yeah. That's not blatant.
To me, this is so... I hate to go off on a side rant right now, but this gimmick is so fucking hypocritical of Joey Ryan. Of, the reason why I'm going to stay at the independents and not sign with AEW because I don't want to lose my stupid dick flip gimmick. And now he's signed with Impact and he's doing this stupid cancel culture gimmick and got rid of the gimmick anyway. Yeah.
Cody Deaner.
It's so fucking hypocritical. It's not even funny. It's really fucking dumb.
I mean, we got two rip-off gimmicks here. We got Cody Deaner ripping off James Storm, and we got Joey Ryan ripping off Peter Avalon.
Don't forget Dollar Store, Salvation Army, Free 99, Matt Taven.
What the fuck is this dude in the crowd with a fake mustache? Looks like...
I don't know. I didn't have the audio up, but I could hear Josh Matthews yelling without it.
Got a Steve Harvey fake mustache on.
My name's Josh Matthews, and I'm a giant douche.
Douche Matthews. So yeah, they filmed, or they had Corbin throw Elias off that thing. Obviously, he landed on some padding because that's a long fucking way down. Okay, it
was so bad.
Broke the kayfabe there.
I feel like it's gonna set up that we're gonna end up seeing Gronkowski face Corbin at Mania now.
Oh yeah.
Because Elias is not going to be cleared to compete.
Yeah, probably. Alexa Bliss took on. I'll tell you who the MVP is during this whole no crowd thing is Asuka. Asuka's been great. Alexa Bliss got the win after 10 minutes. Pretty good match. About the best thing WWE's given us this week.
Oh, you can't deny Nikki Cross tried really hard too.
Yeah, Nikki Cross was great on commentary, sitting on the table.
I think Michael Cole's facial expressions, like what the fuck am I doing here, while dealing with Nikki was amazing.
Obviously, this to set up the tag team title match that'll happen at WrestleMania, as long as everybody shows up. We had to see Triple H and Roman Reigns again from WrestleMania 32.
It's not a good match. It
Uh,
wasn't a good match then. It wasn't a good match now.
we were there. Matt and I were.
Wasn't good then, now,
Or
nor
forever.
forever.
And what I don't fucking understand, and they've done this 2 weeks in a row, is they're airing WrestleMania on Sunday on ESPN.
At 3:00.
In no, like the last 2 Sundays, like 2 weeks ago they aired 30, and last week they aired 32.
They're airing 32 again tonight.
And well, they're airing 35. They're airing 35 this Sunday afternoon.
Yeah,
but I don't understand. SmackDown both nights, 2 nights before they're airing that WrestleMania on ESPN, air one of the matches from that WrestleMania on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Like, why?
It's WWE is not trying. That's why.
Ugh. Disgusting, sir.
Go to the Firefly Funhouse where they announce yet another gimmick match for WrestleMania, a Firefly Funhouse match, whatever that's going to be. Maybe that's going to be like the old Abyss. What was that called? The old not House of Horrors.
As long as it's better than Wyatt's match with Orton, will be fine.
Probably the best thing to take place the last 2 days, match-wise. Usos and New Day, they went 15 minutes before it ended in a DQ, which what we think is going to be a triple threat. So that was the end of SmackDown. Raw even had less. I think it had 2 squash matches and 1 competitive match, and then all promos. Undertaker's promo kicked it off. Vince loves to use real names in feuds, so Undertaker calling him Alan. Vince has a hard-on for that. Speaking of hard-ons, too big for one night. Jesus Christ. Every time Tom Phillips said that, my eyes rolled. It was like an automatic reflex. It's like, Jesus Christ, Vince. Undertaker's.
I think you should have played a drinking game, JB. I think you should have drank every time that they said it was too big for just one night. You would have thought Raw was the best thing ever because you'd have been fucking wasted by the end of it.
Yeah, I don't want to be out of scotch. I just bought that bottle of scotch. I don't need to be out of it already.
It's too big for one night.
Little precursor to another headline that we got coming up later. They fucking trademarked that stupid phrase. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's about my response, Darryl. That was pretty damn good, pal.
No problem.
Awesome promo from Undertaker to kick things off. Becky Lynch talked, and we thought she was just going to show us a clip. No, they showed the triple threat from WrestleMania 35.
I was highly confused at that shit. I was like, oh, she's going to cut a promo in the match, and then I get the whole match.
Yeah, I was sitting there playing Animal Crossing. I'm like, God, Joan Jett's still playing. What the? Oh, they're okay. It took me
I give a damn about your reputation.
It took me a minute, and I'm like, oh, okay. Fast forward time. Thank you. Becky Lynch then cut a promo before getting choked out by Shayna Baszler in the Carefully to Clutch. And then Baszler did the old pendulum swing into the old announce table, leave her lying. Aleister Black had destroyed a jobber. We got a pretty good 6-man tag match between Owens, Street Profits, Seth Rollins, Garza, and Austin Theory. I thought that was pretty good. It was the only good match. It was the only actual match of the night. So that was good. Kevin Owens won with the stunner, but then immediately after the bell rang, he was in perfect position for Rollins to hit the stomp. We go to commercial. We come back. Owens still in the ring, and Owens cut a hell of a promo, didn't he, guys?
Yep.
That was. I'm excited for that match. One of the few things I'm excited for WrestleMania. But
have they said which match is going to be on which days?
No, but I have a feeling the way Raw went down at Lesnar and Drew are closing Sunday.
Yeah, they said the reason why I asked is I don't know who said it or how it was said or when it was said, but it was some indication that Rollins and KO on Saturday.
Yeah, I think they almost have to close with Edge Orton on Saturday now. I don't know if he would, since they had to change.
You can close with Becky and
Oh yeah,
Shayna if you
Shayna.
wanted to.
Yeah, good point.
Yep.
Now that they've changed the Universal title, Edge
And
with
close with me and Joe Koff.
Yet another great promo. Check it out if you have not. It was fucking good. Go to WWE's YouTube. You can find it pretty easy. Asuka took on Caden Carter from NXT. It went about a minute. They showed Charlotte Flair attacking Rhea Ripley in a 30-second segment. Okay. For some reason, we had to replay Brock Lesnar and Rey Mysterio. And then
It was just as bad as the first time I watched it.
Booyaka!
what did my buddy rate it? My buddy John Canton rated it 2 3/4 stars. So yeah.
2 3/4.
That's generous.
Yeah.
Wow.
Then we end with Paul Heyman cutting a promo. I figured Drew McIntyre would come out. Nope. Though this was one of Heyman's more interesting promos. It was a pretty good promo. But yeah, it was weird that Drew didn't come out. Give us a tug of war with the title. No, I'm just kidding.
No, oh my God, shut up.
That was our first. The first WrestleMania we ever covered was that go home show with Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar playing tug of war.
So bad.
Let's go to the rest of the headlines. Wednesday Night Wars. AEW went down quite a bit, down to 819. NXT got a nice boost because they actually gave us a show, but only 669, so they're still lagging behind AEW. And Friday Night SmackDown drops 2.3 million, down from 2.37 million, down from 2.56. So a fairly sizable drop, but Monday Night Raw was even worse. Under 2 million overall, only 1.6 million in hour 3. I believe we talked about this on the show last week because both Matt and I have tickets, but Fozzy has announced a rescheduling of their spring tour. Baltimore is August 24th. Mine has still not been rescheduled. It's going to be sometime in October. The dates they listed only go July to September, so they haven't even gone into October for announcements yet. So, but I'm pretty excited to see old Fozzy live there.
It'll be good.
A lot of companies releasing content for free that's usually under a paywall. Great stuff, in times where we're all stuck home. And New Japan Pro Wrestling has released their USA Tour matches online, so you can go check those out. They include Yoshihashi taking on Lance Archer, Jeff Cobb in action, TJP in a tag action against Toro Yano and Colt Cabana. So
boom.
Colt Cabana.
Colt Cabana.
You can check out some free stuff there. Good volleyball there, Matt.
Couldn't help it.
As of March 25th, Samoa Joe's wellness policy suspension has passed, and he is available to be working again. Maybe he'll show up somewhere at WrestleMania.
Highly doubt it.
Vice has released the Chris Benoit documentary, both parts on YouTube in its entirety. You can go watch them now. I watched them. Very interesting, very insightful, very great ending. Darryl will agree on. Pretty cool ending there.
Yep.
Reuniting David Benoit with his aunt, who they had not spoken since the murders. And Chris Jericho was the one instrumental in getting them together, and that was a really cool ending. But the gist of things, but you hear a lot of grim details of what happened. But also you get to hear the great careers that they had. They even cover Eddie Guerrero. Some great interviews from Vicky and Chavo and Chris Jericho in the documentary. Vice has also released the entire first season for free as well, as we mentioned. And the Chris Benoit documentary, it got the biggest audience of anything that happened in season 1. The biggest audience for season 1 was the Von Erichs, got 234,000 viewers. Benoit's documentary got 320,000. Ring of Honor launches what is called Honor Post, and they are launching blogs authored by Ring of Honor talent. So yes, you could read a blog written by Cheeseburger.
You and 5 other people.
I'm excited for that Cheeseburger blog, man. Ring of Honor has also released the classic six. This will get Darryl excited. The Ring
This
of
will put butts in the seats.
This will put butts in the seats. The Ring of Honor has released the entire 60-minute bout between Jay Lethal and Matt Taven, who fought for the ROH title at 17th anniversary.
That was a hell of a match.
No surprise, NXT TakeOver UK Dublin postponed. Is supposed to be taking place on April 26th, now rescheduled for October 25th. Some sad news: Bullet Bob Armstrong, the father of Road Dogg and Steve and Scott Armstrong. Sorry, Bullet Bob is battling cancer. He's been diagnosed and chosen not to undergo treatment. So the best to Bullet Bob. Scott Armstrong had Steve Armstrong had announced that he's a WWE referee. Scott Armstrong also posting a picture as well of Bob working out with a lat pull-down bar, even though he has bone cancer in his ribs, shoulder, and prostate. So overall, it does not sound like good news, especially if he's not undergoing treatment.
Nothing you can do if someone refuses treatment.
Yeah. NXT television this past week saw 4 debuts with as well as the reveal of Killer Cross, but Malcolm Bivens debuted managing Rinku Singh and Saurav Gujar, and
2 fucking jobbers.
Dexter Lumis is which, I mean, Dexter Lumis actually wrestled on NXT, so that was kind of weird that they mentioned that on PW Insider.
Yeah, but we haven't seen him since that one match in the breakout tournament.
Yeah, so
He was there like 8 months ago, and we haven't seen him since.
yeah, he was it's an interesting gimmick, creepy.
I don't think so. I prefer them just to keep him off my TV.
Let's see what happens. He was known as
Like to me, he's fast forward. He's fast forward material.
Next week, this week's episode of NXT, a triple threat match: Keith Lee, Priest, and Dijakovic for the North American Championship. A gauntlet match, a gauntlet to enter ladder. That's worded weird, but there's a gauntlet match between. It's a gauntlet match, and the winner gets a shot or gets entered into the ladder match. It was just worded wrong. Weird. But in the gauntlet match, Dakota Kai, Xia Li, Aaliyah, Kaden Carter, Shotzi Blackheart, Deonna Purrazzo, all the women that I guess lost previous matches. I'd assume Dakota Kai is going to win that match. And Velveteen Dream takes on Bobby Fish. The empty warehouse match between Gargano and Ciampa will be next week on April 8th, as well as the ladder match. So it's going to be a big NXT on April 8th. WWE trademarks I Wasn't There. Or, I don't know why they did that. And they also trademarked Too Big for One Night. Again, I don't know why. Moving on. Oh boy. Teddy Hart arrested again. He was arrested after he was just released from jail on March 19th and arrested again 8 days later. And that was all the details we had at the time. when that came out. And then it came out that he was arrested for strangulation, resulting in bodily harm, and now can
Teddy
face.
Hart's a piece of shit.
Yep, and he could face up to 5 years in prison. So, yeah, especially
Good.
after all that happened, with what's all currently happening. Yeah, he's going up the creek for a while. That is a no doubter. Brody Lee is on last week's edition of Talk is Jericho. Check it out. Some interesting stuff there.
It was good.
Some insights, some inner workings of the WWE. Some interesting stuff there.
I always enjoy stuff like this, not because it's WWE bashing, but it's because
It's the truth.
we say things as fans to how we believe things are being operated there, and when the actual talent get to actually speak up and confirm what we think is going on, I always find that to be extremely fascinating and kind of vindicating. Because some people want to always make excuses for WWE. You don't really know what's going on. You're just making up, hearsay and bullshit. And when it comes out that what we thought was going on was actually what was going on.
Yeah.
I think it's like, yeah, we're not stupid, like Vince wants us to be, and we deserve to be treated with more respect than the old man gives his fan base and his talent for that matter.
Yeah, I mean we've had Moxley talk. Obviously, the Justin Roberts book sheds a lot of light on all the shit that's in that company.
Last couple chapters of that book was hard to get through. It's, as a lifelong wrestling fan and a fan of that company, like the last couple chapters of Justin Roberts' book was incredibly hard for me to get through.
Yeah. Bira, go check out. I don't know if this is on the Elite section or if this is just on the regular website, but for March 27th, Dave Scherer with a great article on Vince's decision to run WrestleMania looks worse by the day. Talking about how much of a clusterfuck it is, giving kudos to Roman Reigns, and all that. And Ethan Page about getting ready to get his ass kicked by Tessa Blanchard, huh? ESPN will
Why not?
replay. ESPN's going to replay the Ric Flair documentary. That's going to happen this Sunday at 5:30 Eastern, 4:30 Central. That'll be in advance of their airing of WrestleMania 32. So a big WWE.
Dude, that was Sunday, bro.
What? Oh, is that this
That was
past?
Sunday.
Oh shit, that was this past Sunday. Jeez, I see the days are running together at this point.
Freaking damn it, JP.
AEW on their channel has released their top 5 moments for. I guess this is a new feed. I haven't seen this before, so I think it's.
They do it every week.
Have they been doing it? Okay.
Yeah, every week. They after Dynamite's over, they poll the fans on Twitter what their top moment was of the show, and then they go through the top 5 as voted on by the fans.
Yeah. WWE Network News is reporting that a new WWE 24 documentary entitled Edge: The Second Mountain is going to air following Sunday's WrestleMania airing, so on April 5th. And the documentary will follow the Hall of Famer as he makes his return to the ring after a 9-year absence. So something to look forward to on the network after WrestleMania. And oh wow, more information on Teddy Hart. Independent wrestler John Johnson, whose nickname is Pork Chop, Virginia area independent wrestler, apparently was giving Teddy Hart a place to stay while he was dealing with legal issues, and he took photos of his apartment after he had ejected Hart. So apparently Teddy Hart basically made a mess of the apartment. So yeah, he is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And he is going to probably be locked up for quite a while. WWE has added a new compilation called WWE Essentials. They put one out for John Cena, and most recently here they have, and these are hosted by Matt Camp, and most recent one is Ric Flair's best WWE matches, and about a 3-hour set of compilations there, including Rock and Mick Foley taking on Evolution from WrestleMania 20, Money in the Bank, WrestleMania 22, 1992 Royal Rumble for the WWE Championship, Bret Hart versus Ric Flair for the championship, WWE Championship in Canada back in 1992, Ric Flair against Triple H for the World Title on Raw 2003, and the career-threatening match against Shawn Michaels from WrestleMania 24. WWE has announced that there's going to be WrestleMania-themed Instagram content all throughout the week. So I guess basically you can see interviews and all sort. It looks like it's just a bunch of interviews from what I'm seeing. But
Can't wait not to watch that.
yeah. You can do a WrestleMania 32 watch along this Sunday. Oh, actually, that already happened, so too late. With Ryan Papola, whoever that is, Zack Ryder, and Charlotte Flair. Yeah, so there's even a guy in there that I haven't even heard of. But yeah, I don't know. Ring of Honor is going to stream the Madison Square Garden debut this Sunday on their YouTube channel. Actually, that's actually going to be this Sunday because this news broke yesterday. So at 12 Eastern, it's going to be the G1 Supercard that was headlined by Jay Lethal against Marty Scurll and Matt Taven in a ladder match, as well as
Yay!
as well as Kazuchika Okada and Jay White.
They actually have a YouTube page though.
I guess there's probably 6 subscribers.
There it is.
The latest Best of WWE installment, they have Edge's Best WrestleMania matches. That's now available on the WWE Network. That is, here we go. The Bump contributor and WWE.com writer Ryan Papola. So that's who the hell that guy was. Yeah. Aleister Black and Zelina Vega have launched their own YouTube channel because everybody has to have a YouTube channel now, right?
Hey, you gotta make some type of money outside of WWE.
Yeah. It has been announced at the Reality TV Awards that the Rock's Titan games have been nominated for a number of awards there.
That was a fun show.
Yeah, that's supposed to be coming back eventually, right?
Well, man, I don't know when any new TV is coming back right now.
Yeah.
Need the NBA to come back.
WWE has inked a new 5-year deal with Sony Pictures India, so that'll expand their partnership with India there. Jim Ross's second autobiography, Under the Black Hat, has been released. That came out today, actually, as we record. Yeah, I wonder how far that book goes. Have you heard, Matt?
I hear it covers his WWE run.
It's nothing, no AEW. Gotta save that for the
No,
third. Save that for
not that I'm aware of.
Save that for the third book, right?
If he writes a third book, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure he will. Fight TV has announced that, as I mentioned earlier, they are going to, for the first time, distribute a WWE event with WrestleMania 36 on Saturday and Sunday. Fox to broadcast a lot of WWE content this spring, as they realize there may not be much sports this spring. So WrestleMania kickoff shows, WrestleMania pay-per-views, documentaries, and all sorts of stuff, which is going on right now as we record. They are replaying the 2020 Royal Rumble, and then later tonight they are going to do a WWE backstage kind of remote edition. I think they kind of tested it out, and it seemed to work well. Nice cameo from Jon Moxley there. I wonder if we'll get another. I wonder if we'll get another Jon Moxley cameo tonight.
I highly doubt it.
Yeah. They're going to show the kickoff show for both nights of WrestleMania. That'll be 6 Eastern, 5 Central for both nights. If you're wondering when WrestleMania is going to start, I actually myself didn't know what time until I saw that press release. AEW has filed a trademark for Best Summer Ever, so probably a special or a pay-per-view or a special edition of Dynamite there. And they also have filed a trademark for Death Triangle. This week's Dark Side of the Ring, New Jack. He's had quite the story, huh? Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's like some of these ECW original guys, makes you wonder how they're still alive. Let alone moving like Sabu. How the hell he can even wrestle right now still. Jesus Christ. I don't know if we mentioned this on air or not, but on Impact it was made official. Kylie Ray has signed a quote-unquote long-term deal with Impact Wrestling. Again, I'm baffled as to why she left AEW, but hey, whatever, right?
Whatever.
So let's go to how about we go to some Midcard Madness, gentlemen?
Yeah, boy.
You know, I thought there was a lot of articles and stuff. We actually got through that pretty quickly. So you want to just finish this tournament off before we get to WrestleMania predictions, or just do the second round?
I think we just stick with our original game plan.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. So the second round, we're gonna go up to the Impact and NWA section of the bracket. We'll start it off here with Tessa Blanchard against Aaron Stevens. We'll start. We're gonna rotate the starting vote. So Darryl,
Tessa.
Matt.
Tessa.
Yeah, didn't think that was gonna be a surprise, as Tessa is getting destroyed by Mike Elgin right now. Who's that other guy? Oh, Eddie Edwards. Is that Eddie Edwards?
Yeah, that's Eddie Edwards.
Is Elgin taking on Tessa, or?
It's a triple threat between the three of them at the pay-per-view that probably will never happen.
Yeah. So on the next edition of Dynamite. It'd be great if Tessa was on Dynamite. Taya Valkyrie against James Storm, Matt.
James Storm.
Sorry about your damn luck. What would you have voted, Darryl?
I'm gonna go with Cowboy.
Eli Drake against RVD. Well, you know who my vote is for. It's for Eli Drake. Dummy, yeah. Darryl.
I'm going with the same.
RVD.
Hey.
Actually, just because what they blessed me with a month or two ago, I'm going with RVD. I changed my vote.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
porn
I gotta
star.
go. Yeah, sorry, I had to.
Porn star Van Dam.
Sammy Callahan against Mike Elgin. Darryl.
I'm gonna go Sammy.
I'm going Big Mike.
I'm going Sammy as well. So Sammy Callahan advances. So The final four in the Impact NWA bracket will be Tessa against James Storm. Porn star RVD against Sami Callihan. All right, let's head across. Let's go diagonally down to the New Japan Ring of Honor side of things. Matt is up first. Tetsuya Naito against Jay Briscoe.
Briscoe.
I'm going Jay Briscoe since you screwed my boy Eli Drake. So there you go.
Wow, you fuckhead.
Hey, that's what you get.
Oh,
That's
wow!
That's what you get for fucking. That's what you get for choosing RVD over Eli Drake.
Wow. You should have chose RVD too.
Oh,
No,
Oh.
I ain't voting against my boy Eli Drake, and you flip-flopped. Flip-flopper.
God damn it.
Unless you change your vote now back to Eli Drake, then maybe I'll change my vote.
Nah, I'm good.
Well, Naito is gone.
This is amazing.
Fuck you.
Fuck.
That's what you get for voting against Eli Drake.
That was disrespectful.
That's what you get.
I'm so happy right now. Y'all watching TNA, brother?
Yeah, brother.
I just saw, yeah.
Here is Supermax. Hernandez is back. So when I think TNA, I think Supermax.
Oh, here's a big one. Matt kicks us off. Flip Gordon against Marty Scurll. Little Villain Enterprises matchup.
Marty.
I agree. Actually, no, it's my turn to go first. But
You just said you agree, so clearly
Yeah.
it was your turn.
yeah, it's my turn. Well, no, I was supposed to go first, but because you went Jay. But yeah, I go Marty. Darryl,
I'm going Marty.
clean sweep there. Jay Lethal against Kazuchika Okada. Darryl.
I'm going with Jay.
Who goes now?
You.
Me?
Yep.
I'm going to go J2.
Okay. Lethal advances over Okada.
I just think Okada's overrated.
Matt kicks off the voting. Matt Taven against Will Ospreay.
Double disqualification.
Nope, can't do that.
Time limit draw.
Can't do that either.
I'll go fucking Taven.
Oh, Jesus. Well, we know what Darryl's vote is, so we'll just put
I
Taven in.
wish you would see the look on my face.
I did it for you, buddy.
Appreciate that.
Did it for you.
So the final four in the New
I really
Japan...
don't like either of them.
the final four in the New Japan Ring of Honor bracket. Jay Briscoe against Marty Scurll. That's a 9-4 matchup there. And then Jay Lethal against Matt Taven. That is a 6-10 matchup.
So it's turned into the Ring of Honor bracket.
Yes.
New Japan was wiped.
New Japan got jobbed. WWE NXT.
We're gonna get some heat this week. I
Yeah,
know it.
I'm sure of it. WWE NXT bracket. Adam Cole versus Keith Lee. It's my turn. I'm going Adam Cole, baby. Darryl.
I'm going to go with Keith Lee.
Matt breaking the tie.
Keith Lee.
What is going on with Oh, was that a replay of what's going on with Impact right now?
It's TNA.
TNA.
Oh, they're replaying an old one?
No, it's the freaking TNA special that they recorded in Atlanta a few weeks ago where Scott Steiner almost died.
Oh, so but they aired at Impact before that on regular, and then they were playing this next? Oh, okay.
Yes. Yeah.
I
That's
was
what I
like,
tried to explain to you last week.
Daniel Bryan against Becky Lynch, Darryl.
I'm going with Daniel.
Matt.
Daniel.
And it's a clean sweep. Daniel Bryan moves on to the next round. Tommaso Ciampa, Drew McIntyre. Matt.
Drew.
Yep, I'm going Drew McIntyre as well. Darryl, what would have your vote been?
I would have to have gone Ciampa.
Kevin Owens against Charlotte Flair. I am going KO here. Darryl.
KO.
Matt, what would you have voted?
KO.
Yeah.
KO.
All right, so the final four in the WWE side of things. Keith Lee, a 9 seed, takes on Daniel Bryan, a 12 seed. Drew McIntyre, a 3 seed, takes on Kevin Owens, a 10 seed. All right. Let's go down to the AEW side of things. Darryl leading us off. Jon Moxley, Darby Allin.
Moxley.
Matt.
Darby.
I'm going Mox.
Poor Darby. He never gets his due.
He will eventually. Hangman Page against Cody. Matt.
Hangman.
I agree. Would that have been your vote too, Darryl?
Yep.
Hangman clean sweep.
See, that shocks me because I thought for sure Darryl would have voted Cody.
As much as I love that guy, yeah.
MJF against Kenny Omega. Matt, I think you lead it off. Or do you?
Omega.
Yeah, you lead it off. And I do. No, wait. My turn, but I said Omega. So it wouldn't have mattered. I go Omega. Darryl.
Kenny.
Yep. Clean sweep for Kenny Omega. And then finally, Pac against Chris Jericho. Darryl.
Jericho.
Matt.
Jericho.
And a clean sweep for Chris Jericho. So, your final four in the AEW bracket are as follows. Number 1 seed, Jon Moxley against 5 seed Adam Page. Number 3 seed, Kenny Omega against number 2 seed, Chris Jericho. So, very chalk in the AEW side of things. And next week on the WrestleMania review show, we will finish out the bracket and crown the winner of today's best professional wrestler of today. It sure as hell ain't going to be Matt Taven. Oh!
God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way Matt Taven's getting out of the Ring of Honor bracket.
He ain't.
The Ring of Honor New Japan bracket, he's not getting out of there.
He's not making it. Yeah. At least I got my
Sorry,
revenge.
dude. He went a lot further than you thought he'd ever go, but he ain't getting out of there.
At least I got my revenge for his flippy floppy off of Eli Drake. So
Yeah.
WrestleMania. WrestleMania 36. We don't even know what the fuck the card's gonna be.
What are you talking about? We know the card for the most part.
Yeah, you think? Scott Steiner Uncensored still to come. Oh boy. I hope Steiner gives us some Steiner math. They replayed the Steiner math thing on Impact. All right, let's see here. 16 matches are supposed to be on the card. Let's kick it off with Otis and Dolph Ziggler. I think Otis is going to win. I think they probably during the match somehow reveal something, or maybe before the match. I don't know. They'll probably reveal the truth. Otis is going to just beat the shit out of Ziggler, and
it should be revealed this Friday, honestly. And we now know it's very obvious that the whole break-in thing that's been going on in the show for the past 2 months has to do with the storyline. So like I feel like we should get that reveal on Friday prior to the match.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Yeah, I forgot there's still a SmackDown yet to go. I mean, WWE is definitely making us forget what's going on because there's nothing going on Raw or SmackDown. So yeah, I completely forgot there was still a SmackDown left. I go Otis. I think it's probably going to be clean sweep, right, guys?
Yeah, I think Otis needs the win, and Dolph just was born to lose.
How about Dolph finally getting his first singles WrestleMania match?
I'm cool with that. I'm happy for the guy.
Unfortunately,
Man.
It's not going to be in front of a crowd, but
Just like a Dolph match deserves to be.
oh boy, Kabuki Warriors against Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross for the tag team championships. Matt,
I think we're getting a title change here. I don't want there to be, but I think the titles are changing. I would prefer the Kabuki Warriors to retain.
now I think there's going to be a title change just because I mean they haven't done hardly anything with the Kabuki Warriors as tag team champions.
Well, the problem was because Kairi Sane was stuck in Japan
Mm-hmm.
after getting married. You know, it was kind of hard to bring her over here. I know they got her over here to do Mania, but I mean,
I'm talking even before that.
That wasn't her fault.
No, I'm talking even before that. I mean, these titles haven't even been defended since like October.
Well, that's no different than the Iconics run.
Yeah.
Facts.
Like you really think they're going to do anything just because they flip them onto somebody else? I mean, the WWE cares about the women's tag team titles as much as they care about the men's tag team titles. AKA, they don't give a damn about them at all.
Darryl.
Who did you pick, Matt?
Like I said, I think Cross and Bliss are winning, but I want Kabuki Warriors to retain.
I'm gonna go Kabuki Warriors.
Intercontinental title, Sami Zayn against Daniel Bryan. I think Bryan's going to win the belt. I don't know why they kind of changed course where it looked like it was going to be obviously Strowman taking on Zayn, but I like how they went with Daniel here, and the stuff with Gulak and Cesaro and Nakamura has been kind of a high point in the performance center era of SmackDown. So I'm gonna go Daniel Bryan over Sami Zayn. Maybe it's Vince's way of saying, "Hey, pal, resign." Darryl.
Daniel.
Matt.
Yeah, I would assume Daniel Bryan's winning this. And if he doesn't, that speaks volumes about, in my opinion, his future with the company.
Last man standing match, Edge and Randy Orton. I'd assume that's going to be a sweep for Edge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Elias against King Corbin, Darryl.
Elias.
Matt?
I don't think this match happens. I think Gronk ends up fighting Corbin, and I think Gronk wins.
So either way, Corbin loses.
Yes, there you go.
There you go.
Which is a tried and true theme of life. Because at the end of the day, Corbin always loses.
I think these are clean sweeps. The next two matches: Aleister Black beating Bobby Lashley, and Street Profits retaining against Austin Theory and Angel Garza. Yes? No?
Yeah.
Matt?
Yeah.
Matt?
Dude, it's a makeshift tag team. There's no way the Street Profits are losing these tag titles.
Yeah.
Buddy Murphy and Seth Rollins were a makeshift tag team too, though.
Yeah, but dude, I don't think Austin Theory's going to be on the main roster after WrestleMania.
He's not.
No.
He's definitely not.
He's not even ready to be there now. Like, there's a million different people they could have thrown Angel Garza with to do this match. Like, to me, this is just a really dumb pairing. Because I don't really think Austin Theory's ready for the main roster, let alone ready for WrestleMania.
Yeah. So you're saying that a member of the New Day and a member of the Usos will take on John Morrison in the are the tag titles still on the
That's
line?
the rumor that I'm hearing. I don't know if the tag titles are on the line or not. I mean, they might be. I don't know.
Yeah, that's hard to even speculate anything without knowing what's going on there. Let's move on to Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins. Of course, during the promo last week, Rollins said that Owens has never had a WrestleMania moment, while Rollins has basically succeeded at Mania. I mean, that basically tells you all you need to know. KO's beating Seth Rollins. You guys agree?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Matt?
What did you guys pick?
I pick
KO.
KO.
I think they gave it away 2 weeks ago, and
I feel like KO has to win.
yeah, I think they gave it away when Rollins said he's always lost at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I feel like KO. I feel like KO has to win. Yeah. I'm probably gonna be completely wrong here, but I'm gonna go with KO.
Boneyard match: Undertaker against AJ Styles. Matt.
Styles should win. I don't have the confidence that he's going to. I'm gonna say the Undertaker.
Yeah, this is one that's really 50-50 for me up until all the way up until this point. It's really tough, but I think Undertaker's gonna win. I don't think Undertaker loses at WrestleMania until he's finally done for good. Darryl?
Mm, who? I'm first.
No,
Wow.
wow.
No. I'm sorry. I got distorted by this bootleg Matt Taven. What was the
You're-
match again? I'm sorry.
Matt and I already put our picks in. You're last, not first.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was the match again? My apologies.
Undertaker, AJ Styles.
I'm going to take her.
Darryl just fucking zoned it out.
Am I first?
Yeah.
Man, good weed over there, huh?
No, not today.
Fatal 5-way elimination match. The participants are your champion Bayley, Lacey Evans, Naomi, Sasha Banks, Tamina. Darryl, you are first this time.
I'm gonna go with Sasha.
Matt?
I want Sasha to win too.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna go with Sasha. Bailey's reign has been more than long enough, and
yeah.
there's nobody else in this match I'd rather see champion than Sasha. So
Do we really have to see Kid Cash twice in one night? Yeah, I mean, they haven't even teased Sasha. Well, they kind of teased a little bit. Sasha, like, she didn't get an answer before being interrupted last week, but yeah, it's coming. Firefly Funhouse match: John Cena, Bray Wyatt. I think Bray wins this one. John's part-time John Cena, so I think he's going to put over Bray here. Do you agree, Darryl?
I agree.
Matt?
I don't know. Give me your arguments.
Well, for one, I say having John Cena in a Firefly Funhouse match puts him at the disadvantage that enables him to be able to lose. If it was like it's Vince's logic right here. Vince logic 101.
I always worry about Cena at Mania. Even when he's part-time, I worry about Cena at Mania. Look, I'm going to go with The Fiend, but I'm not 100% confident on WWE doing the right thing here. And I'm telling you right now, if Cena beats The Fiend in the Firefly Funhouse, just kill the fucking gimmick.
Oh
Dead.
God, no shit.
It's dead. Like, it's absolutely done. He gets you squash. You get him squashed from Goldberg, and he loses to Cena in a Firefly Funhouse. Like, just the gimmick's dead.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
I'm gonna say The Fiend, But man, I'm not confident because of Vince.
It's like Vince loves to kill anything that's the hottest thing in WWE right now. Like Broken Matt, that got neutered until it disappeared off the face of the earth. And he's done the same thing with the Fiend. It was the hottest thing in pro wrestling, and he's neutering it. Raw Women's Championship, Shayna Baszler, Becky Lynch. This is going to be an interesting one. Could go either way. Darryl.
Shayna.
Matt.
I don't think Shayna's done enough to prove herself to be a commodity star on the main roster. I'm going Becky.
I'm going Becky Lynch because there's only one woman that's going to take that title off her. And I think you both can name it.
Ronda.
Mm-hmm. Rhea Ripley.
I don't think that match re-airing that match on Monday was showing Ronda's shoulder up was an accident.
Nope.
I think that was actually done for a purpose.
You think she shows up after beating Baszler at Mania?
Man, see, if this was a full crowd in Tampa Bay, I'd say absolutely.
Yeah.
But
why
at the same time,
risk
like,
it now?
Do you waste Ronda Rousey's return at the Performance Center? I just don't know.
Listen to this and let me think if you think it's right. Since this is a Performance Center WrestleMania, it's just as effective putting her on the Tron after the match, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's true. She doesn't have to be there. They could have something pre-taped.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But I mean, look, at the same token, if she was there, nobody's going to know until then anyway, because they've done a very good job of keeping the spoilers from leaking out, which I appreciate. So I was really worried the WrestleMania results were going to be all over the internet by now.
Yeah.
So, like, the fact that they're not out there yet, makes me pretty happy. So, and then it just shows everybody at the Performance Center kept their mouths shut. Like, yep. I don't know if they were all forced to sign NDAs or if they recorded 2 finishes of everything, like my suggestion. But just the fact that, like, the spoilers aren't out there yet and we're just a few days away, and they recorded them pretty much a week ago at this point, makes me pretty thrilled.
Yeah. Goldberg against Braun Strowman for the Universal Championship. I honestly, let me tell you, I honestly don't think Goldberg's hanging around. I don't even know if he wants to, especially with what's going on in the world today. I honestly think Braun Strowman's walking away with the title here, Darryl.
As much as I didn't want the whole Roman Goldberg thing, yeah, I say Braun is.
Neither one of us wanted it, so you're going with Braun, huh?
Yep.
Matt.
WWE has showed us time and time again you can be a part-time champion and not show up on your television for months at a time.
True.
The plan was for Roman Reigns to beat Goldberg. I say they continue to stick with that plan. I say Goldberg wins.
Well, I could see. Vince loves having part-time champions, so he could still have one.
And I will also say 2 weeks ago I would have voted for Strowman, but he fucked himself.
Well, that's just personal, you know.
Yep, it's absolutely personal, and I'm the first one to fucking stand here and admit it right now.
Yeah, I mean, but at the same time,
Goldberg.
Stop it.
Goldberg.
Personal doesn't affect Vince's booking, so, and also the vast. I mean,
look, do we really want Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns again?
The amount of people that know the amount of
done a million times.
The amount of people that know the amount of people that know about Braun's tweet is microscopic compared to the whole fan base. So,
well, I'm sure Vince doesn't give a fuck either way.
No,
but still,
and most of the fans,
I don't want to see Strowman and Roman.
Yeah, most of the fans don't even know about it. So.
Look, just fucking let Goldberg win. If for nothing else, I want to know after the fact how many retakes it took for him to execute that jackhammer on that mountain of a man, Braun Strowman.
How many minutes did it take to film a 5-minute match? Right.
Oh boy.
Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair for the NXT Women's Championship. Matt.
Ripley.
Yeah. I am going with Rhea Ripley here as well. Darryl.
Rhea.
And finally, for the WWE Championship, Brock Lesnar, Drew McIntyre. This is what I've been planning all along when I picked Drew McIntyre to win the Royal Rumble. He's going to walk out champion at Mania. Do you guys agree?
Yep.
I sure as fuck hope so. I would have been a lot more confident about this if this would have been in Tampa Bay. Like Brock does not need that fucking title, and this title win can make Drew McIntyre. So I'm going to hope that that's what happens.
Oh my God! If it doesn't, riots. There will be rioting. Oh, anything else you guys want to discuss? We kind of went quicker this week. Obviously, nothing interesting has happened in the world.
Just look forward to Mania, man, to see what they got in store for us, or lack thereof.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Lost in the Midcard. Thank you to SpiderDuck.net for being our host, enabling us to be on iTunes and Spotify and any of your favorite podcasting apps. Just search for Lost in the Midcard, hit that subscribe button. That way you know every time a new episode comes your way every Wednesday. We're also on the YouTube, and the links to everything are on Facebook, facebook.com/Lost in the Midcard, or Twitter at LITMC Podcast, where we also share a lot of the great tweets from the wrestling world. We're on Instagram as well, LITMC_podcast. Matt is on the Twitter at Rob Showtime. Darryl on the Twitter at No One Like D. I am on the Twitter at JB Huskers. And before we look forward to WrestleMania, 2 nights of it, Darryl, anything else you want to add?
Fuck Joe Koff.
Fuck Joe Koff. Yeah. Matt, what are your final thoughts?
TNA should have stayed buried.
Yeah. Kid Cash looks like, I don't know. And, yeah. I don't know. Not excited.
Like, I don't know how anybody thought this was a good idea.
And this was supposed to be a pay-per-view.
Well, no, there was gonna be a TNA event down WrestleMania weekend. Not this one. This was the show that was done to build up to that show.
Oh.
But they had a lot more stars scheduled for that one.
Yeah.
Like this one really was like they had like the B team here.
We're really digging the bottom, scraping that bottom of the barrel right now.
Oh boy.
Yeah. All right. For Darryl Bullock, Matt Black, this is Jeremy Bennett. Thank you for tuning in to Lost in the Midcard. We will catch you next week. We will finish out our Midcard Madness bracket and talk about WrestleMania.
Whoa.